everybody, welcome to Workforce Gaming. I'm Brad, here with Doug.
Hey.
I own a Switch 2, made that investment, and the reason I made that investment is for Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Did you do that before you knew it was by the Mario Odyssey guys? I was curious. Like, you seem like
Yes.
super into this game before you knew that. Oh, okay. Okay, so you've been like a diehard Donkey Kong guy.
Weirdly enough, like I know I played Donkey Kong 64, but I have no memory of playing Donkey Kong 64. Sure. But I absolutely love the Donkey Kong Country trilogy on Super Nintendo. So, and I love Tropical Freeze. So there's enough of me that's like, I like all these Donkey Kong games that I know I played 64. Maybe I like 64. Yeah. I don't really remember, but I know I played it and I remember the rap that's stuck in my brain. So
sure.
I think I was just, I love a good 3D platformer, and we only get like one a year. This one, from the moment that it was announced, just kind of had that look of like, this is going to be special. There's something special here. It's not just a 3D platformer. That thing that gets you like, okay, but here's what we're doing different. The Mario Odyssey hat, the Astrobot, like goofy Sony bots. This one is just, the thing is smashing, and that looks fun, and that looks interesting, and I'm sure you can use that in creative ways, and they do. It is so much fun. Honestly, like, I could stop my review here and just say this is one of the most fun games I've ever played. Mm-hmm. And we could stop right here and go, thanks for listening. But just everything about it is fun. So smashing stuff is fun. There's the way the collectibles work in this is you could go through and you could play this as like a collectathon. I'm not a big fan of those, but you could do it where it's just like you are unlocking or finding something every 45 seconds. There are stuff everywhere. And I can see the good in that, I can see the bad in that, but I think it's very fun if you're not like trying to 100% this thing. Like I finished and it's like, you only need, 85 more bananas to get all of them and do the thing. I'm like, nope, I don't need to do that. As I was playing, it's super fun to just find something every 45 seconds and go, ooh, look, a thing. Ooh, look, a thing. Ooh, look, a thing. Like that squirrel brain of just like, something everywhere. The story is goofy and weird enough that it keeps you entertained. I will say the ending of this game, the last probably hour and a half, is incredibly good. But yeah, it's fun. I loved it.
It is so funny. I feel like the Mario Odyssey, I think Mario games end like pretty strong, but I don't think there's not much to write home about. But like Mario Odyssey has such an insane ending, and then it's just like, oh yeah, that same team is going to do that, and that's one thing I had heard. It's like, oh, okay, if they can do that one that's even like somewhat similar to the Mario Odyssey ending, that's really killer. The one question I did have though is like, it seemed like the primary mechanic was smashing stuff. So like,
it is.
I'm thinking like Astrobot or something where they have like, there's a bunch of mechanics they're throwing at you all of the time. In this game, correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't seem like it's throwing a bunch of mechanics at you. Maybe you're getting better at them, or are they just giving you like unique scenarios to use those mechanics in? How does that work?
So the mechanics that become unique are the Bonanzas, which are basically DK's transformations. So you are just smashing constantly, but like you'll get, I don't necessarily know if they're spoilers or not, whatever. One is like you turn into a bird so you can fly around environments. So now you can go back to previous areas and, now I can actually get up and I can fly these distances and I can get to new spots.
Okay. Yeah.
One is like a zebra that runs super fast, or like one is just like a big giant Donkey Kong that smashes stuff like way harder. So those transformations are what actually end up changing up the gameplay for you, not the smashing. The smashing mechanic is basically the smashing mechanic the whole way through. Which it is fun, and it does carry it. I mean, at no point was like, oh man, I gotta smash another mountain. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. But never get to that point, but that is your primary mechanic, and the differences come in those bonanzas, and you can kind of use those free and however many you want. I think there's 6 of them, and you get them kind of at a good clip throughout the game, every like hour or so you get a new one. I don't think it's it's not Mario Odyssey and they're like, oh my God, you can do so many different things with every single thing. But it's like, okay, there's enough here where it's like, oh, that's fun. Oh, okay, now I can go back and I can kind of explore and play around a little bit now that I can fly or now that I can jump higher or whatever it might be.
No, I mean, that's cool. The reason I ask is that there's actually like a few destruction-y games that I can think of where once you kind of get over the allure of destruction, it actually gets like pretty quickly gets like, oh, okay, I get it. But it's cool that like this one, I mean, it's Nintendo, so they always figure out a way to make the mechanics fun. I don't think there's ever been like a boring Nintendo game. Like I was just thinking like Kirby and all those other ones. They always do a good job of mixing up like whatever the scenario is that they're throwing at you. On gameplay related, I do have some questions about story stuff, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I won't get too spoiler. Is there like a lot of Kong family stuff? Because I didn't grow up on this. I kind of grew up on the Super Nintendo games, but like I really like Diddy and Dixie Kong a lot. And then this one was just like it's Donkey Kong. I was like, and Cranky. I was like, do those guys show up? Are they a part of the story, or are they just kind of like if they're there, just kind of like on the sideline sort of thing? Is that spoilers?
I don't want to like.
Are you dodging spoilers?
I feel like going like, hey, does this character who's a major player in this franchise like show up somewhere? I think that's kind of spoilery. So I will say this: they use legacy characters very well in a meaningful way.
That's all I was wondering.
I'll say
that's
that.
Cool. Okay,
and
that's what I was curious.
And if you would like an answer about specific ones, I will tell you personally when we're done.
I'll tell you off camera. So it sounds like you're breaking an NDA about whether or not Diddy and Dixie Kong are in this game. It's so funny.
Who knows? Maybe one, maybe two, maybe neither. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell you legally speaking.
It just the reason I'm asking is this: the game seems so divorced from like the older games. That's why I was like curious, like. Is this a new thing entirely, or is it like no, those other games do kind of exist in this world, and then like this is just sort of like a continuation of that?
There are like very vague references to like, hey, Donkey Kong, you had an adventure before, and you're like, cool, okay. I probably did.
Sure.
And that's kind of where it's left at. Like, there's not like it's like I said, they use legacy characters well and in ways that I think are kind of fun. I don't want to get too much more into that than that, but story speaking, like it feels very just generic 3D platformer where it's like, okay, you get to a world and basically a lot of them, there'll be like an Elder Kong and you have to find their DJ record because all the Elder Kongs are retired and became DJs. So you have to go find like, oh, the Void Corporation came through here and they broke my record, so now I can't DJ, so go find the 3 pieces of the record and bring them back to me. And then you do like a big Banaza fun cutscene thing where DK does like his, like pounds his chest as a drum beat and Pauline's singing a new song and it's really cool, really fun. And then it's like, okay, you did that. There's the big hole, jump in the big hole to get to the next world, and you jump down to
I thought these were the villains. Are these not the villains of the game? The
Void Corporation is. No, the other Kongs are just like, they're just like big statue guys who are that. The bad guys are the Void Corporation who want to steal all the bananas and get to the Sun Planet Core for nefarious reasons, and Pauline is involved somehow. Again, I don't want to get into spoilers for Donkey Kong here.
It sounds like the first one with the story, which is kind of interesting.
It is, but it's... I don't want to talk too much about the ending, but the last hour and a half I absolutely loved. It's just, there's like a moment and it does, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, it does a really good, like, I think that's the end of the game moment. And then it's not. And from that moment on, it's like, okay, now we're getting crazy. And this is fun and crazy and cool. And the story kind of goes all over. And you do kind of all kinds of things that I would not have imagined doing in this game. That was really cool. So the ending's just kind of all over, but yeah, the majority of the game is basically you and the Void people just racing to the planet, and like your world map is basically just like a cross section of like the Earth, where it's like, oh, you're in this layer, this layer, this layer, this layer, this layer, as you go down. Yeah. So it's such a good game. Everything about it it's great. Like I have like no notes on anything. Nothing gets old. There's nothing where like, ooh, you should change that. It works really well. You can smash other characters, which is fun. Like a lot of the guys that talk to you are just big rocks. And if you like punch them, they just fall apart and are like, oh man. It's just stuff like that where it's just like every detail in this game seems like it was designed with the fact that you want to have fun when you play a video game. And I think that's such not a rare thing, but like a unique thing that Nintendo does, and it's why I love Nintendo. Where it's like I don't need any other stuff. If this is a fun video game, people will buy it, people will love it, and people will enjoy it. And that's, I think, this game to a just perfect note of just you are going to have fun when you play this. I would find it shocking, even if you're like, 6 out of 10. Like I would be shocked if you're like, 6 out of 10, but I had fun. Like I feel like that would be the qualifier for everything. Is it's fun though. It's fun. Well, it
also seems like really unique too. Just like looking at the game, it just looks like just like watching videos. Like I don't think I've seen a 3D platformer like this. Like I really like 3D platforms, and that was the thing I was like a little hesitant on, is because it looked just so mechanically different than other 3D platformers. I wasn't even quite sure, like, is this a 3D platformer? Is this like, I know it's not Minecraft, but it's like, is this just kind of something else? But see, it seems like it's just like, no, it's a very solid 3D platform with like a really cool mechanic kind of that's like kind of brushed across the whole game.
Yeah, I don't think it's, other than the smashing thing, it's not trying to do anything new or unique. The new and the unique thing is the smashing thing. The rest of it is just, hey, this is a damn good 3D platformer and you're going to have a great time. Yeah. And that's all I wanted, and that's all I got, and yay. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Switch 2 nice. Justified.
And now, you know what's funny? I feel like by the time this releases, like a Nintendo Direct's been announced, and like, oh, by the way, here's 30 other games you can be interested in. But like right now, I think it's just Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. I mean, there's that update to the Kirby game.
I do like that Kirby game quite a lot. I would be excited to play that.
So there's that.
Sure.
Yeah. This is why I bought it, so I'm happy it can sit on the shelf and collect dust until Metroid Prime.
Yeah, and then collect dust till the next Nintendo exclusive.
There we go. See you in 4 months, Nintendo Switch 2. We are Workforce Gaming. Subscribe to our channel. There's a link to support us on Patreon as well. We'll see you later.
Bye.